Hey fam, welcome to your September reading. This is TC, your guiding chariot. Before we get to the cards, I just want to lay some ground rules. I have changed the format, so if you've been following my channel, you've been watching the monthlies, I've totally revamped them. So the setup will be different. Before I would do a pull for love, a pull for your own spiritual growth, and a pull for kind of work and money. And then we get your main spirit message. I've kind of changed it where I kind of want to keep those three facets separate. So this one is really going to be an overview for the month, how you're developing, what's going on in a spiritual space for you. I'm going to do love and money things separately. So instead of doing them all here, I'm breaking them apart so we can go a little deeper instead of kind of giving you kind of surface answers for all three. We're going to have like a dedicated monthly for each. So don't worry, love will probably come next. So I'm going to do spirit and then love, and then we'll do money, or how I don't know how I'm going to do the money one yet. We'll see. We'll figure that out. I might do the two together. I might do them separate. But this one's literally focused just on, spiritual development, divine energies, all that good stuff. So we are still going to do a mix of oracle and tarot. Tarot for our big kind of spirit message, and then the oracles I'm going to use on kind of how you're showing up, what kind of divine angelic assistance is coming in, and then also what kind of earthly animal spirit guidance is coming through for you. I keep saying September, but I feel like this reading is really more like Virgo season, so some of it may have already started. Yeah, it's been an interesting Virgo season so far. I'm definitely feeling this earth energy, so I hope you are too. It's amazing. If you see me look down, I'm looking at a calendar of planetary transits. I just wanted to talk. There's a lot going on planetary-wise, astrological-wise, so I just wanted to throw some general things out that you all can benefit from, and then we'll get into the cards. I just wanted you to kind of know what the setup was. This month, or this season, Virgo season, lots going on. So first and foremost, we have a lot of power planets all in Virgo, some of them in conjunctions. We have the Sun, Mercury, Mars, and Venus, all in Virgo. Sun, Mercury, and Mars actually make a conjunction. I think this Monday. I want to say it's this Monday. The Sun and Mars come into conjunction. I want to say Mercury joins them on like the 3rd. I think Venus is already there, so she's ahead of the game. But having all these planets in very close proximity, they're very close to each other in the skies. They make a lot of similar aspects. I think they oppose Neptune at some point. They make a couple trines with other planets. I think at some point they might square Jupiter or somebody. I don't know. Lots of things go on. But essentially what that means, there's going to be a lot of kind of step-ups and not obstacles, but opportunities to kind of step up and do things, in a more evolved way. So expect yourself to kind of be evolving and leveling up throughout the month. Lots of opportunities just to kind of work through some things and finally make that next step. A big part of that, though, is being able to let go of how you've normally done things. This is going to be a new opportunity. This is going to push you in a new way. You kind of have to embrace that to reap the benefits. So there may be a lot of, fear in, having to let go of something that feels comfortable or feels normal for something that may look kind of uncertain. There may not be any guarantees with some of these opportunities coming in. You just kind of have to accept it and take it, and realize that this is what you've been looking for. Is it new? Is it scary? It totally could be. Does that mean we don't do it? No. Okay? One other thing I want to talk about is Saturn. So Saturn goes direct, I believe, I'm trying to remember, but I can look at it. 18th. All right. So Saturn goes direct on the 18th. Saturn is in the sign of Capricorn. It's at 13 degrees. So wherever 13 degrees of Capricorn sits in your chart, if you don't know, you can go online, get your natal chart done, and find all that info out. Wherever that point is, probably since I believe Saturn went retrograde at the end of April, if I remember correctly. Since that time, sometimes it's kind of nice when Saturn goes retrograde, because Saturn can be a real heavy, it's our taskmaster. It can be a hard planet to deal with sometimes. So when it goes retro, it's nice. You get a little breather. You get a little more wiggle room. Once it goes direct, yes, it's going to be putting its energy in that space again. But what's nice is that wherever that point is, wherever Capricorn is in your chart, now you're going to see some forward progression. We've had a couple months to kind of reassess things and realign things and kind of feel things out in a different way, maybe experiment a little bit, try something, try shift this, try change that. Once we get Saturn going direct again, now we can start moving forward with this new structure. So if you've kind of taken this opportunity to do that reassessment, or even if you just tried something different and just try, maybe we'll try do this for a little bit and see how it feels. Whether you liked it or not, that's still information you can use. I talked about this in the Virgo new moon video, so if you haven't seen that, you can watch the beginning of that. That'll go into this a little deeper, sorry. Haven't had my morning cup of tea yet. But with that being said, there will be forward movement wherever Capricorn is in your chart. So that's something to look forward to. But I bring it up because, again, Saturn is our taskmaster. It's a harder, more restrictive planet to play with. So now that he's waking up and getting it going again, it's going to be a little, I don't want to say demanding, because it's not necessarily demanding, but again, it's that's kind of our planet of adulting. So we have these level ups that I was talking about with our personal planets, then Saturn kind of waking up, getting out of bed and going direct, who's really going to ask you to, okay, put your big boy pants on, put your big girl skirt on, now this is time to work. We've got a job to do. So these level ups have really been about strengthening you and almost focusing and strengthening your resolve and dedication to something. And then Saturn gets up and is like, all right, let's do this. Because Venus is involved, and where all of these placements are, a lot of this could be about love and money. Love in terms of how you show up in your relationships, what you desire or require out of your relationships, and then money. What are you doing about not only your finances, but where you find value, how you're earning money, and what you're working, what field you're working in, and how it fills you and satisfies you, and obviously provides. So there may be some new realizations and some breakthroughs in those realms as well. So the upcoming monthlies should be real interesting for a lot of us. I just wanted to throw some of that out. That's just some general stuff. Apply it to your chart as you will. So wherever Virgo is, because that's where all those personal planets are, Sun, Mercury, Mars, Venus, they're all in Virgo for a good chunk of the month. Saturn's going direct in Capricorn. Those are two placements you definitely want to be aware of. All right. With that said, let's get into the cards. All right. I'll see you in a sec. Hey Libra, welcome to your September Spirit Message video. So I know you guys saw the intro. So this is changing from my regular format. Really want to focus on you and your spiritual journey, and then we are going to do a love video separate from this. So I'm just throwing that out one more time. With that, let's get started. This is the Angels and Ancestors deck. I've used it a couple times on camera. I don't use it very often. But let me tell you, Virgo season has really been hitting me with a lot of earth energy in a great way. I'm loving it. I want to kind of see this deck and kind of see how you are being guided to function during Virgo season in the month of September. So Spirit, what role is Libra going to be playing? What type of guidance are you giving to them? How are they treating themselves and interacting with others around them? There it is. Interesting. Very interesting. I say that as a good thing. So you guys got Peacekeeper. It's the exact same card Virgo got. Literally exact same card. So you guys may be getting hit with a lot of Virgo energy as well. I mean, you're only one season away, so it's not that hard for you to tap into this energy. It is different because you're air, they are earth. I would also say, Libra, this may be setting you up as well. So I don't know how often I talk about it in the videos, but I know at least, like, if I have a client in front of me, if I'm talking with friends, all the signs the zodiac signs, all of them are a response to the sign that came before it. So, your energy is a direct response to Virgo energy. So you may be really leaning into a lot of Virgo energy. You may be feeling like you need a lot of grounding this month. With the Peacekeeper card coming up as how you're presenting, I definitely would say yes. If you are not feeling the need to be grounded, I would encourage it. And do that however you see fit. With this card coming up and knowing it's Virgo season, it could be that you just need to get outside. Sit under a tree, go to the park, go to the beach, depending, where you feel the most connected. Peacekeeper. So the prompt reads, let go of the need to be right. So some of you may be dealing with some drama, some of you may be dealing with some conflict. One thing I told Virgo, this may be conflict that directly is connected to you, or it could you're just surrounded by it, and someone maybe is trying to pull you into it. So whether you're being like you're being Switzerland, you're being the objective third party that's just trying to keep the peace, or this is you needing to stay grounded and needing to well, let me put it to you this way. If you look at this card, you can see the figure, which is you, has her eyes up, looking at the horizon. Your eye is on, the promised land. Your eye is on the solution, the resolution of this situation. It's not caught up in the drama that's around you, it's on the answer. So especially with the prompt, let go of the need to be right. If that's the case, if that is your biggest focus when you're in this argument, then, then the goal of this argument is not to find an answer. The goal is just to prove your point. And that's not how you reach a conclusion. That's not how you reach the resolution. So, and essentially that just means that the argument is more important than the person you're dealing with, right? Because then it's no longer about moving forward. It's just, I need to prove I'm right. Like, you're wrong, I'm right. Peacekeeper. You need to kind of keep everyone level-headed. You need to be the focused one, which, and I'm using slightly different words than when I was speaking to Virgo, because you're an air sign. But you need to see the road ahead. You need to see the dream. Use your amazing foresight. Keep your eye on the horizon. If you're wading through some muddy waters, don't focus on the mud. I know I need to move forward, and I'm taking the right people with me. So I get it. There's drama. Sometimes it can be avoided, sometimes it can't. But your whole goal is to pull people forward towards the horizon. So that's where I want your eyes on. But that also, like I was saying earlier, that requires you to be real steady and real grounded. Don't let the chaos, mess with your focus. If you need to take a moment and recenter, and like I said, you can do that many ways. You can do it out in nature. You can take a few, calming breaths. You can meditate, do yoga, anything to keep you feeling grounded. One thing I know that actually helps me, I eat dark chocolate, because chocolate has a grounding effect, right? And I say dark chocolate because you don't want to eat something that's all sugar, right? So and just a piece, like just eat a little ground chocolate. Dark chocolate, it gets you back into your body. So that could be something you do as well. Like legit, through this last month, I just have like squares of Ghirardelli dark chocolate in my refrigerator. So when I need a little there's a square with my name on it. So that can be a little tip you can take with you. Go for it, enjoy it. But you need to make sure you're super grounded, because you are the one keeping the peace. You are the one dispelling the chaos, so to speak. All right? All right. Spirit, who is helping Libra as they move through Virgo season into the month of September? Ooh, all right. What divine guidance are you sending to Libra? Ah, look at that. Mercury. Open communication. Peacekeepers, right? Look like you're going to be doing some mediating, my friends. Get a weight off your chest. Speak up with love and be heard. Yes. And emphasis I really want to say is speak up with love. Because again, you're showing up as the peacekeeper. The peacekeeper doesn't come in yelling and shouting and screaming, hands flying in the air, Peacekeeper is calm, cool, and collected, just as Mercury is. Now, Mercury may have a lot to say, he may move at 1,000,000 miles a minute, but his communication is clear and concise and effective. This is an element you can tap into, all right? Because you are cardinal air. You can do this, all right? And I also want to say this may be why you got the same card as as Virgo. Mercury just moved into Virgo, and here you have Mercury in your reading. So you are probably getting a decent amount of this Virgo energy, kind of affecting you and pulling on you in a certain way. I'm recording this Thursday, the 29th, which is when Mercury moved into Virgo. So lots of grounding energy coming to you. And I think especially since you are playing the role of the peacekeeper this month or this season, the universe is trying to give you as many stabilizing grounding points as it possibly can, all right? So definitely getting some big support. But guidance here with Mercury is open communication. You need to say something. Whatever battle is going on, and again, whether it directly involves you or you're just kind of a tangent to it, you need to speak up. You need to get involved. You are the peacekeeper. If you don't say anything, I don't think anyone else will. All right, so remember that. If you have something to say it. But again, say it with love. Which can be a little hard for some of you Virgos, some of you Libras out there. Because you are an air sign and you're cardinal air. So sometimes you can be, real sharp, with that sword you wield. If you're saying it with love, you have to bring a little emotion to it. There has to be some feeling, all right? You don't have to, sugarcoat everything. But, you want to say things in a way where they can be heard and accepted, not come off as an attack, all right? All right, animal spirits, what support and aid are you sending to Libra during Virgo season and through the month of September? Oh, nice high one. All right, let's put you guys over there. Need a bigger desk. All right, okay. You guys got hummingbird spirit. Love that. Be here now. So, all about being present in this moment. There's a big theme for grounding for you, Libra. Grounding. Because we need you steady and stable so you can see clearly using that foresight. You can also keep the peace and keep everyone else around you from getting all chaotic. You also need to communicate clearly. You also need to be centered for that as well. And then hummingbird spirit, be here now. You need to be in this present moment. Your eyes are on the horizon, but you are here, right? Sometimes, because like I keep saying, you are air element, so your mind super strong. So it's easy for you to be running 20 steps ahead of everybody else. You're already thinking about the next. But you need to be here now. There are things that you need to deal with, things you need to communicate and say in this moment, and you need to be here for them. All right? So you need to be super present this month and in your body. This may be random, but I would also say one thing I would recommend, and this is just something that I personally do. Some of you, it may be worth it to exercise and do something physical this month. It doesn't have to be exercise, but something physical, because it's just something that gets you out of your head and back into your body. And it can be something as simple as, go for a walk, go for a jog, go to the gym, but you can simplify it even to, doing a body scan, just kind of stand or sit wherever you are, and then okay, how does your feet feel on the ground? How does your butt feel on the cushion? Do a body scan of your muscles. Take stock of your breathing, If you feel any sensations, maybe your arm is itchy, it's doing this body scan, because again, it pulls you out of your brain into your body. Even doing things if you give yourself a little scalp massage or rub your own shoulders, and being present and in your fingertips and feeling what that feels like, having your fingertips touch your shoulders or touch your head, anything like that. Took that one from Queer Eye, haha. But again, it's anything just to get you back in your body, because that will help with this being present. Ooh. Trying to think if I have any other tricks. And of course you can also, you can sage, anything like that. Saging might be really good for you because, like I said, you're air element. So using the smoke, the air, even incense, something like that. That may be something you can connect to help ground you if you don't have your own practices already. Using a diffuser, something like that, just to bring you into the here and now. If you do like diffusing, you may I don't consider myself an oil expert at all, but you'll want something real earthy and I almost want to say heavy. I don't know what that is, but like something like that. You could even do something. You could even do like something that almost has kind of a citrusy type of vibe to it, just to kind of lift you up, and kind of like give you a little perk. If this chaos starts to get you, feeling down or feeling pessimistic or anything, doing something that just kind of raises your optimism could also help outside of just the grounding. So that could be something you play with too. Having like a really earthy stone, like a jasper or a hematite, something like that on you, around you. If you have a hematite ring, you can wear that this month. All of that just to keep your energy stable and grounded and kind of create a little protection from any of this chaos going around you. All right, Libra? Okay. All right, Spirit, what's the most important message that we need to give to Libra concerning Virgo season and the month of September? Ooh, that one flying. Okay, hold on. Let's find those babies. Where'd you go? Oh, okay. Oh, weird. I thought two came out. I guess there was only one. Yeah. All right. So you guys got the Judgment card, right? Judgment card. It technically did show up in reverse when I picked it up off the floor, which is why I'm showing it to you, but I'm going to upright it. But Judgment card, this is hearing that call, finding your purpose. To me, this is also a bit of a rebirth of some sort, right? Oh, sorry, everybody's fallen. All right, a rebirth of some sort. It's kind of like has a lot of this kind of finding new purpose and finding new intention and finding that call, this new course of action to take. So some of you, and this could even be something as simple as this peacekeeper role. Like maybe that is new for you. You know what I mean? Maybe this is a long-lasting issue that you've either just kind of kept brushing to the side or kept trying to not deal with, or maybe whatever you need to say here that's coming up with the Mercury is something you've just held on to, but now you need to rise up. You need to rise up to the occasion and do what you need to do. You don't really have the luxury to hang back anymore. Now you really have to take this action. And then here we have the Six of Swords. Can be a card of travel, but this is a card of transition. Things are going to start to get easier. You start to transform and move from one phase into the next. But again, this happens when you take this action. This is your call to arms, so to speak. And why are you being called? Because here you are as the magician. You are the one with the power. You are the one with the magic words. Like I said earlier, if you don't speak up, no one else will. No one else has the right thing to say. Whoa. All right. We got Two of Swords. So we talked about this. That feeling like in an impasse, not budging, not moving. An Ace of Wands. Look at this power you have, this new beginning, this new spark. That already lives inside of you. You can't keep it to yourself anymore. You can't stay in this spot with this Two of Swords. You need to act. A decision must be made on your part. Ooh. Bent you right in half, my friend. So sorry. One thing else I want to say. So here we have this lovely Two of Swords. You look at the top, how that moon is almost reversed. So for my Sailor Moon fans out there, it's the Negaverse. Ha. Anyway, I pointed that out because it's like choosing to stay in this position, not wanting to move forward or get up and take this action. It's like a reversal. It's holding you back. This is not the action that you need to be taking. This is staying in denial. When here you already possess the power. Like here you are the magician with your wand. This desire is already yours. But for some reason it's not enough for you to act on it. You need to act on it. You need to be present and in this moment, because that's where you take action. You know what I mean? If you're living in the past or in the future, you're not here to take action. I need you present, you need you present, so that you can take this right action. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So again, a card of steady movement. Could be slow. And again, lots of earth energy going on. You have been holding on to some earth energy. We're going to take that because she's stuck herself out. What is this? Strength card also came up in reverse. I'm going to upright it, but I do think it's significant that Strength card came in reverse with all this talking about you're the power, but not wanting to act. Call to arms, only way you're moving forward. And then the Strength card popping up in reverse, it's almost like not utilizing the strength or being chaotic with it, letting these outside circumstances run you versus you doing what you need to do. And then you have this Four of Pentacles that makes you want to hold on to what is comfortable or what is normal and not embrace the new, not embrace, doing something different or taking this other opportunity. Like this is you just holding on so tight and too tight. And, honestly, I think, especially looking at what's going on here, you may even be holding on to the wrong thing. Don't look for the quick fix. You may not see the answer right in front of you today. Like I said with this Knight of Pentacles, this is a slow process. It may take some time. And you may not necessarily see the result right in front of you. Like you may get to this point where the decision needs to be made, but it's a yes or no, but you look at the yes and you don't necessarily see the result. That doesn't mean it's not there. Remember, your eyes are on the horizon. So you are thinking big picture. So when you're making this decision, think what it will look like, a year in the future, 5 years in the future. That's what's going to show you the way, not what is the solution right here, right now. I'm going to use this example because I know at least one of you out there can relate to this. But this is almost like working a job that, maybe is an alignment. I'm not saying it's a bad job. I'm like that maybe it's working in the field that you love and you enjoy. But the circumstances with this job or the employer, doesn't respect you, doesn't treat you right. You're doing what you like to do, but you're not happy about it because the environment is wrong. This energy is like, well, do I stay and kind of just tolerate and accept and settle for what I have, even though I'm not really happy, but it's what I said I wanted to do? Or do you take things into your own hands and leave this situation to create a new one? Is there guarantees it's going to happen? Are you going to find instant success just because you made this decision? No, it's going to take some time. But is the outcome down that road better for you? Sure is. Because if you're not happy here, staying in the situation, you just get more unhappy. Right? You're just going to get more of the same if you do the same thing. Definition of insanity. Doing the same thing, expecting different results. Woo! I don't want to take this one. Well, maybe we will. I'm not going to be that person. I'm going to take, I'm going to put that over there. And then look, everything I just talked about. You have the Emperor and the Wheel of Fortune. Emperor. Who tells the Emperor what to do? Nobody. This is his kingdom. Take charge. This card is all about initiative. This is Mars, this is Aries. Take the initiative because things need to change. Here with this Wheel of Fortune, a new cycle is spinning. The wheel is spinning. But you need to take action. I almost want to say this is like you taking the wheel and spinning it yourself, like your own Wheel of Fortune. You need to take it by your own hand and spin it yourself. And then a little extra for you, 7 of Pentacles. Patience, waiting. I think it's emphasizing this Knight of Pentacles. Again, it's going to be a process. It's going to take time. That is okay. It is going to be better for you in the long run, my friends. And look, even bottom of the deck. Is that the 9? Oh, it's the Knight. Look at that. Knight of Cups. Emotional fulfillment. This could even be, you know, for my single Libras out there, this could be speaking to a suitor, but to me, this is about getting more emotional fulfillment. Then we have the Empress underneath that. Creation. Total creation. Creating what you want. This is also abundance. Lots of good things. And then also got the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is, that's my rebel, my creative thinker, my innovator, my inventor. She is not afraid to shake things up. She is not afraid to redefine the rules. Open communication. This Ace of Wands, the Emperor. Take that initiative. Oh my God. And then even under that, 10 of Cups. Look at that. Total emotional fulfillment. Can't stand it. I love it. All right, my Libras, I am going to leave you there. As always, love, love, love you guys. Thank you so much for being so patient. I know this video was a long time coming, good Lord, but I'm happy to be back. I missed you guys. I hope you missed me. As always, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit me up in the comments so we can have a conversation. Let me know what's been going on since I've, been so busy and not paying attention to the channel. Hit me up, my friends. Oh, and then yes, I am going to be doing another round of monthlies for love. Obviously, we did talk about love here, so I'm going to do those in a separate video. Just trying to restructure everything again as usual. But those will be coming probably like before. Like maybe that'll be like second week, mid-month of September. We'll see. We'll see how that rolls out. But there will be a separate love reading structured like this, but all about the romance. All right, Libras, take care. Wishing you the best as always. You can hit me up in the comments. You can hit me up on Instagram at The Guiding Chariot. My email's down below if you want to schedule a private reading. All that yada yada will be in the description box. Take care. Wishing you the best. Have a great September. Stay grounded, my friends. All right. So if you need, rewatch this video and take all those tips I talked about if you need a little reminder. Okay. Love you guys, Libra, and I will see you in your next video. Bye.